What's going on, traders? Welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't posted in a couple months, and I figured I would, post this video or make a video just because it is end of the year, or I should say New Year, because I am filming on the 7th. So, but I figured I'd make a video about, just to recap the year and kind of like where I'm at with trading and things like that. Yes, I am still trading. I haven't stopped, although December has been very, very slow. But yeah, I just figured I'd just, give my 2 cents and some thoughts and stuff like that, and then of course some future plans and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess let's get started. So oh yeah, before I do, Bullnox is doing 91% off until the 19th, so code ELITE91, pick some up for me please. I would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, let's get started. So this year I made some money. I made some money in trading. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm actually very, very happy about that. I've been doing this for 2.5 years and trading same exact style, same exact strategy. And this year, and this is actually was the second half of the year, I actually started making very small, consistent profits. Anywhere between $50 and around $200. That was my area that I was making consistently. And yeah, it feels good, feels really good. It's good to finally kind of get some traction going, right? And I know it's frustrating because the first year I didn't make any money. I was actually losing money because I was buying evaluations, right? I was spending money on evaluations. So it's just one of those things. It's a cost of learning, right? Those evaluations are cost of learning, and you have to go through them. So in total, I think I've spent about, in terms of monetary value, honestly I don't know, because they were all on sale that I got. All the evaluations that I did were on sale. I never paid full price on the evaluation. That's just dumb. Don't do that. They always have sales. They always do sales. They always do 4th of July, Christmas, Black Friday, whatever it is. They always do sales, except Top Step. Top Step rarely do sales, but they do them. But even then, their 50K account is only $50. I mean, it's no big deal. But other than that, yeah, I think so. In total, I think I had about 140-ish evaluations, and I think now it's around 150 actually, because I did get a couple of evaluations this past year. But the first year, it was all first year, all the prop firms that I've been with, that I traded with, about 140 something, right? Let's just say 150, which is, I think, pretty average from what I can tell. And do you have to get 150 valuations to get to a certain point? No. But there's better ways of doing it. But again, it's a learning process. You don't know what you don't know, right? At the time, I didn't know how I need to manage my risk. I didn't need to know how I was going to feel a certain way in certain trades and X, Y, and Z, right? So first year I was just learning. I was really just learning, and that's the whole. And honestly, the first year I wasn't even expecting to make money. Honestly, I wasn't. I knew that this was going to take a while. And the second year though, however, at the beginning I was getting frustrated a little bit because I was hoping to see some kind of traction, and it wasn't just happening. So, and of course I had to make some changes to the strategy, mainly just the 4-tick scalp. To me, that doesn't work for me. So I think now I'm sitting anywhere between 2.5 and 3 points on average, which is really good. But I do want to continue improve that. I want to get to a point where I'm averaging around 4 points a scalp, right? I don't want to do the 1-point scalp. That's anyways. But yeah. So what else? What else I learned this past year? July was a very bad month for me, and learned that lesson very hard. I lost 4 PAs that month, or actually that week. So 4th of July week, I'm definitely going to take that week off for sure. I'm not doing it again. That was very bad. The price action was very stale, very slow, low volatility. I hated it. I was fighting it consistently, and it cost me my PAs. It is what it is. Again, it's a learning lesson, and yeah, moving on that. From that. December, I want to talk about December. So December was again slow month, but this time I took my time. I was very patient, And December, in total, I think I took about 5 trades total, an entire month of December. It was very bad. It just was. There were some days where it was really good. Honestly, it was really, really nice. But most of December was absolute dog shit. It was absolutely garbage. And yeah, definitely gonna keep that in mind going to again this year. But yeah, December, that wasn't a good month. And then what else? I think that's about it, really. There's not really much. Let me see. I got some notes here. So month. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it where I'm at with kind of like last year. Overall, like I said before, I was trading with Top Step, and I still have the Top Step. I just don't trade it because I don't know. I'm focusing on the Bullnox. I have Apex accounts still. I think I have 3 left. Again, honestly speaking, with the whole Top Step drama, I'm not planning on trading with them anymore. Those accounts are just for fun, to be honest. Really are just for fun. And Blue Sky. So Blue Sky, yeah, tough. It was tough for me to pass that. It was really was tough just because of that $600 stop loss, daily stop loss limit. For me personally, I don't know why, but it just gets in my head and I just can't pass it. I don't know. And I think also you know, I don't think I was ready for like to pay the fee, the professional data fee that you have to pay once you do pass. So I don't know, maybe in 6 months or so I'll try it again, but for now I just leave it alone. But I've just been focusing on Bullnox or Bullnox, I don't even know how you say it. And I think they changed some of the rules. I think they introduced the 1 day to pass evaluation. I believe you don't have to have a certain amount of days to trade anymore. I think it's just boom, you're ready to go. And they also added Project X, which I do like Project X a lot. And when I was trading with Top Step, I had to use their platform, the Top Step X, or well, it's called Top Step X on there, but then it's called Project X. But whatever, you get the point. And I think I don't know, they probably fixed it by now, or maybe I just didn't see it. But I didn't see a tick counter. And again, I'm always been trading with Ninja, so for me, there's no reason to switch platforms or whatever. So yeah. Oh, a 3000 tick chart. So I went back to obviously 2000 tick chart, and the reason for that is December was very slow, and I've seen very few setups, and I was getting frustrated. I was getting really frustrated, so I switched back to 2000 tick chart. I mean, it's the same. Honestly, it's the same. There's a bunch of chop and stuff. You just have to be careful and watch out for that. But I mean, it is what it is. No big deal. And I still have Renko bars on my other monitor, which I think I'm gonna ditch that because I think honestly I haven't really given it a fair chance to the Renko bars. I don't know, just something about the candlesticks and this 2000 tick chart, just something about it just always brings me back. And what else I did last year? Oh, I've removed every what do you call it, social media off my phone. It was like there was a period where I didn't want it to be influenced by anybody or anything, and I highly recommend doing that. Once you reach a certain point, when you first start learning this stuff, yeah, you want to watch somebody who trades the same exact strategy as you do, like one of those like streamers that like I mean, I don't know, Lance, the UK futures trader, or whoever, right? Whoever trades Pats, right? Definitely helps a lot for you to learn, but at a certain point, when you come to realization that is no longer helping you. Because you see things differently than other people do, right? Generally, overall, yes, we see the same kind of patterns, the same strategy, but you might take a riskier trade than the other guy, and then the other guy might take a riskier trade than you do, and then now you have this confliction, right? Of, well, what should I do, right? So, yeah, I didn't want to have that influence. I didn't want to be, what do you call it? I don't want to be, I don't know, again, I guess influenced again by somebody who made like 10,000 or 50K or whatever. I used to have these reels or whatever on TikTok or whatever, flipping through them, and it's, I just made $5,000, or I just made $10,000, and that always kind of got to me really deep down. Even though like I wasn't really paying attention too much to it, deep down it still got to me, because here I am doing this for 2 years and I'm seeing barely any results whatsoever. and then you have this guy just on social media flashing their stuff. And also half the stuff, more than half of that stuff is actually, it's not true, it's fake. It's totally fake. People who sell you that stuff that you can be profitable within 6 months or even a year, it's not, no, it's not true. Don't fall for it. So anyways, long story short, I removed everything that is trading related on my social media. And even now when I have like a suggestion, hey, like recommended video for you, I immediately click on the thing, on the little 3 dots, and tell the YouTube not to recommend this channel, because I don't want to learn it. I don't care about it. It doesn't matter. This is what I've been doing the past 2.5 years. This is it. I don't want to learn anything else. And honestly speaking, I did try to learn on a strategy back like around 2-year mark. And honestly, I can't remember what it was. Was it, I think it was like a supply and demand type of thing. And honestly, I just could not understand it. Not in the sense that I didn't know what a guy was talking about. I knew what he was talking about, but I was just used to seeing these channels, these levels, the support resistance levels and stuff like that. Like I was so used to seeing them that I just cannot unsee them. Like I can't. I honestly cannot. It's in my brain. It's in my brain. It's engraved. It's literally engraved in my brain. So every time I was trying to trade like a little different strategy, I immediately go to these channels and support resistance and things like that, right? Measure moves, lower highs, higher lows, and things like that. So yeah, I just I cannot unseen it. And finally I just said, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna stick with this and do this, and it works. And I made some money with it. So there's no reason for me to change it, right? Aside from a few minor adjustments, right, to like the Vortex scalp stuff. But overall, that this works, and this is it. But other than that, I think the year went really well. I'm nowhere near to be where I wanted to be, but again, it's a slow, steady grind, and I'm gonna get there eventually, right? Now, what's 2025 looking like? Well, there's 2 things that I want to work on, and one you guys already know, and that's holding on to my winners longer. I want to, again, like I said, I want to keep working on capturing 4, 5, 10, 15 points, right? That's what I want to do. That's my goal. I don't want to do the 2-point scalp, and it's hard to kick that habit. It really is hard to kick that habit, and I wish, I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again, I wish I did not learn the Vortex scalp. I wish I learned 1-to-1. I wish I've done that. That's the one thing I wish that Mac would just change for beginners. If you've been trading with the Vortex scalp for 5, 10, 15, 25 years, hey, that's great, fantastic, beautiful. What works for you, right? But for beginners, man, I just wish he needs to at least mention it, like, hey, don't do 1-point scalp, do either at least 2-point scalp. Gotta do a 2-point scalp, man, because you can get 2 points easily on this chart. And the second thing I want to work on is basically my kind of a consistent like sleep schedule, right? I don't want to sound like a 4-year-old, but I really have I don't really have like a bedtime, right? And I really want to hone in, because what I've noticed is that if I get less than 7 hours of sleep, I struggle a lot. I struggle to stay awake. I struggle to focus. I struggle reading price, and that equals mistakes, right? You make mistakes. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, and you make mistakes, and you lose money, and you lose accounts. And that's what I've noticed lately. Well, not lately, but just looking back at it, that was definitely one of my main kind of like things that I need to fix. And definitely want to have a more consistent kind of like sleeping schedule. I want to go to bed like, whether it's 11 or 10:30, whatever it is, but I want to make sure that I get at least full 7 hours of sleep. Because anything less than that, I am useless, absolutely useless. And that's one of the things that you're going to learn too when you progress through the journey. But honestly, that's all I have really for the goals. Honestly, I don't have any monetary goals for this year. I think for me personally, monetary goals are, it's just automatic failure, because if I don't reach that goal, I get down on myself, and it's just, for me, it just never worked out. But Oh yeah, one thing I do want to mention, I almost forgot. I did start another evaluation with Bullnox or Bullnox, however you say it. And it's a 10K challenge, and on a 10K you cannot trade regular ES. You have to trade micros. So I know I've talked about micros a couple times before, a few times actually. And finally I got the discount code and I pulled the trigger and I got this account. And I've been trading this for about a week actually. Yeah, I think I started it after New Year's. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm really enjoying it. I really am. Two things, right? Risk is smaller. I think I'm risking about, and I'm trading like, you can only trade 5 contracts, micro contracts on that account. So I'm trading max contracts. So I'm actually, I have a runner. So basically, I'll show you here. I'm trading on 1,000 tick chart. I'm using 5 contracts, 4 for a scalp, which is like a 2-point scalp, and then 1 for whatever, runner, right? So yeah, honestly, a couple trades on this account. I had a short here and then a long here. Not exactly ideal, but it worked. But yeah, overall, yeah, risk is lower. 5 contracts, that's about, it depends, you know, how big the signal bar is. Usually it's 3 points. I try not to risk more than that, but this one's 4 points. And given the volatility, you really don't get those 2-point bar or 3-point bars anymore. This one's about almost 4 points as well. So market was moving today. Market was really moving. But like I said, even with the 4-point stop loss, you're still risking about $100, which is still less. Is it $100? Something in that area. But it's still less than just 1 contract on the ES. So less risk. That gives me more time to kind of think, not to think, but to manage the trade, so to speak, or hold it longer, I should say. Because I think it was yesterday where I, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I had some couple trades here. And I know it looks like a lot, but it's just, since I have a runner, it counts as like another trade, so to speak, right? So there's not really that many trades. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. And by the way, most of these were all losers except one's break even. But all of these trades would work for 1 point. All of these would work for 1 point except this one right here. Let me just show you. This one right here would have been a loss, but all of the rest of these would have worked for 1 point just fine. But I wasn't doing that. I did not want to do that. So then I entered this trade and I said, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it ride. Whatever happens, happens. And the price reversed it, and I was in the trade for almost 3 hours. And that was the longest trade of my career so far. 3 hours. Yeah, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Basically, yeah, 3 hours. And I got 16 and a half points out of that. And then on my last trade, which was yesterday, I got 3 1/4 here, and then the runner got 10 points ish. I think it was actually 9.5. So yeah, I actually could have got more, but I was eyeballing this level right here. But anyways, yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying trading these micros. And the beautiful thing about the 10K challenge is, well, all those things that I mentioned, and also the target profit is smaller, right? You only have to make $1,000 to pass the account, and just think about it. Making $1,000 with micros is not hard. It really isn't. It's, if you just get $100 a day, that's 10 days and you're done. Challenge is done. And if you get extra on the runner, beautiful. You're even closer to that goal, less than 10 days, right? So, you know, $100 on making on the micros is not hard at all. It's not hard. Honestly, it isn't. And that was kind of like my goal. If I can just make, like, you know, anywhere between $1,600 a day, I'm happy. I'm good. That's great. That's good stuff. And yeah, so far I've been enjoying it a lot. And hopefully the price action will continue the way it's been, because I really do like this volatility. I love this volatility. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it when it's moving. I hate when it's just sitting sideways and just not doing anything. It just really grinds my gears. But overall, this is kind of like where I'm at. And as far as YouTube channel goes, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I think I'm just gonna keep it as is and post videos every now and then just to give you kind of like an update. But I actually don't know how many people like watch my videos when I do like a chart, like a trade recap type of thing, and how I see price action. I know there's a couple of people that actually do that, but do watch my recaps. But again, to me, this takes time, this takes effort, and for now I don't really have time just because I did open up a little side hustle making watches. I think I mentioned this in my last video. I opened up a shop on Shopify and actually learned how to make watches. I don't make the movement myself. Movement comes already assembled, but I put everything else together, like the hands, the dials, the cases, and the links or the straps or whatever the case may be. And I've been selling them on the side, a couple of my friends, and then of course the website. So if you need a new watch, or you're looking for a watch, or you want to make or you want to get a custom made, let me know. Email me, comment down below, whatever you want. My shop's name is watchwisely.shop, and of course I have a YouTube channel for that as well. It's Watch Wisely. So check it out, let me know what you think, and if you need a watch, let me know. But other than that, that's all I got. Again, thank you all for watching, and I hope not new year, but this year is profitable. I hope you achieve those goals that you always wanted. I am super excited for this year. I'm super excited to continue this journey, and yeah, let's get it together. Let's escape this grind, this daily grind. I know I'm looking forward to it, but I know that's far away, but we'll just take it day by day. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Garoto abandonado na Bahia, capitão de areia, capitão de areia, capitão de areia. Garoto abandonado na Bahia, capitão de areia.